All right, greetings everyone. Sorry for the slight delay. Welcome to the stream. I am not Summer. Hey, Digital Monkey Master. I am filling in with a couple of artistic goals and a lot less artistic skill, but that doesn't matter because we're here to create and channel the Bob Ross joy in everything. So, yes. Anyway, welcome everyone. Nice to see you too. And yeah, we're going to get started. So the goal is we've got a couple of things going on. So if you don't know, right now there is a jam going on. It is the Dot Big Bang Combat Jam. There's this itch page. Most of the discussion and joy, all of the discussion is happening on Discord. So check out Discord, and we will, yeah, check out. Yeah, we've still got basically a week to do this. So it's due next Monday or before next Monday. I can't remember if it's this might be wrong. Anyway, no, it's midnight after next Monday. So you've got some time to work on this. This is based on a project. We've got some articles here. So we've got the how to put your game on itch.io, and this is how to embed it. Got some creative link in here. You're welcome. Thanks to me. But basically, you're going to just use an iframe to put it in here. These settings are completely unremarkable. But checking out these dimensions and stuff like that, it'll already work in mobile. Stuff is amazing. And yeah, link to Discord is in the chat right now. So check it out. So we've got this, and cool thing we've got is a copy of, this is also all in Discord. And this, I got to take out this table of contents. This table of contents doesn't link to anything, but so it goes. But we've also got just a complete documentation of how to use all of the systems written here. Very delightful, readable. So check all of that out. You can get it all from this page, itch.io.com/jam/dot-big-bang-combat-jam. Yeah, that's it. That's what we're doing. And thank you, Digital Monkey Master, for asking. Digital Monkey Dev. Why I just makes sense to me. Thank you for asking. This weekend, I don't know if anybody can guess what I did this weekend, but the answer is I played Tears of the Kingdom, and the rest was a blur. There was a holiday of some variety, and that mostly happened. And let's see if we can't get our screen lined up a little better. Having some trouble here. All right, boom. Okay, yeah, a little better alignment, but you'll see down in my bottom corner here, I might make them bigger. That's from dragging it from Google, is this guy. I used to be able to make things bigger. Okay. Boop. Is this little construct guy. And so we're going to try to make some things inspired by that experience. Yeah. Ooh, look at him. I don't know. I thought they were delightful. I thought they'd come off really well as voxel art. We'll find out. I am not a good artist, and I wish that I were talking to some of my more talented friends sometimes. But how about you, DMM? Were there any tears over your weekend? Did you enjoy this glorious holiday day of the Zelda-ing? It's actually Zelda Fitzgerald's day. Yeah, now you know. Okay, so while you answer that question, I am going to create an object, or make an empty object, and we're going to make a little construct guy. Okay, so the idea is that we're going to put all of the attack animations and everything we're going to build right here in the Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I didn't even know that happened. Wow. They come so fast. And yeah, no Zelda. Well, I'm glad it was a good weekend. That's glorious. But yeah, okay, so construct. How are we going to do this? Well, okay, so there's a thing that I have seen. Let me pull up some examples. I should just have a .big bang homepage. I could actually have just control clicked in here. Oh, look, it's a little link. Let's heart that. Get a heart on that. I swear, this is just another version of or Veria has made several stained glass windows, but I have hearted them several times. Ooh, you could use that in the game. That's awesome. Okay. Anyway, what are we looking for? There's a style that I wanted to. Let me see if I can find egg to show it. Not that. I don't know. I guess a bunch of the stuff. If I look at basket, what I want? Oh, see, got the summer stuff. But there's a bunch of stuff where I kind of saw this trend of making them sort of cubes and then rounding the edges. That one T-block frog I cite all the time. Oh, we can't do it by username. All right, frog. Yeah, this guy, right? You've seen a billion times. But if we look at it, it's this softening. This is basically a rectangle minus some corners, but the shading kind of softens it into this very round look, extremely round look. So anyway, that's sort of the approach we're going to do with the cylinder of this construct. So we're going to start with a square. That's what we're going to do. We're going to start with the color, actually, which is sort of a blue-green. Let's get the darker. Needs to be greener. Okay, boom. All right, I'm going to, let's see, let's count. Make them 16. All right, and then we'll do 8 on this side and 7 more on the other. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have never played a Zelda game? I just lost count over that. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so let's check it out. So that should be 16 by 16 square that is centered. You're starting to see how the Zazzas do. That is amazing. Never played a Zelda game. Okay, so and then just in the interest of this very, very primitive beveling we're going to do, we are going to take one voxel off of each of the corners, and that's pretty much the plan. All right, so we'll just do a little push face out, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so this is my block from which I will carve my bottom body here. Right? Is that, yeah, I think that works for me. And then we'll figure out the arms. The arms are going to be kind of an interesting challenge because I am not very good at doing things, but I've watched Summer stream a lot. And if you want to watch some Summer stream, you can find the replays, both, I believe, on Twitch, but definitely on YouTube. So youtube.com/.bigbang. Zelda and Pokemon. Listen, I wasn't allowed to play video games as a child. You are now an adult with your own ability to decide things, and that is where I object. I didn't play Pokemon until college when I could download ROMs. And that is also when I played Chrono Trigger, which is one of my favorite games. So you gotta, it's never too late to start the Zelda-ing. But it's interesting, right? There's a whole generation that started with Breath of the Wild, which is like wild to me. Okay, so I'm going to just use, I actually still know my keyboard shortcuts, but we're gonna just basically cut out here where that waist would be. We're gonna carve him. I'm gonna carve this little guy. Why did I? Lord. All right. Okay. Except around this. Okay. So we've only got the one corner of beveling. Okay, boom. That's it. Constructed. No, for real. We can do this. Okay, so what I want to do is narrow this down another level. Yeah, it's so funny. I rarely stream art, even with things that I'm very comfortable with, um, because of drawing on the right side of the brain. So if you've ever like read drawing on the right side of the brain, or my art teacher was really into drawing on the right side of the brain, and so as a result, he well, anyway, the theory here being, if you're doing a creative exercise that's using sort of your like shape judgment, your like shape, colors, forms, visual things like that, it's actually kind of competing with your linguistic brain. And I had this art teacher who really demonstrated this pretty thoroughly. Oops. Okay, so we'll take this layer off, and we're gonna actually take everything down 2 layers to create this. We're going to make room for the, actually, honestly, I kind of like that, to be honest with you. Am I this lazy? I just want a little bit more rounding. So if we could do like 1, 2, 3, like that. Yeah, that's good. Anyway, and he would, when he was doing art demos, right, he'd be like, okay, so you guys need to work on this, and you'd be like, okay. This is an artist named Madison Kawine. And Madison Kawine would start explaining to us and then start drawing. And when he started drawing, he inevitably stopped talking, and we would just end up, right? And also, he believed. So one of the things is that the time management part of your brain is also left brained, right? And so like you got to take some of this stuff with a grain of salt, because it's not quite the black and white thing that the way it's been treated in the media is wrong, but that doesn't mean it itself is wrong. So yeah, I could use mirroring, but I'm actually kind of enjoying walking around this thing and like carving it out. So we're just not going to use mirroring. Okay, so this is our theory, and then we're like, okay, is there a way? Let's see, we can step this in. Let's see here. 1 to sort of round that at the top. I mean, we could round this a lot more, but I am just kind of enjoying this very blocky approach. And then we'll see if we can use kind of what I think of as subpixel shading, because pixel art is something I've done. Voxel art is pretty new for me. Where was it? My previous line. Okay, yeah. So the art teacher, your judgment of time is also in your left brain. So he would start drawing, explaining something, start drawing, and then literally that would be the rest of the class. It's just entranced by this process. I mean, it was beautiful to watch. I would not trade anything for how it turned out. But yeah, none of us knew how long this was taking at all. So let's just to get the hover effect. Now, when I actually use this as an enemy, I'm going to be able to change the height. So I don't really need to do this, but kind of to get that hovery feeling, and to maybe do like these points down here, we can do that. Okay. So this is basically, oh, I moved pure ref, not, how do I, okay. Right click moves the whole window, and left click moves the thing. So if I were to, I really just need to delete and get just the image. It's really just a matter of downloading it in 2 steps. If you've never used PureRef, it's a really great tool. So we're looking at this part here. I could make this bigger too, but we're looking at that part right now. And so that is the kind of primitive shape we've gotten. So I think I want to step this back at least 1 more layer. So we'll just push some faces in, and then we'll bevel again. But push that in. Oops, nope. Yeah, I should just go back to carving. I was happy. Life was simple. Yeah. And Madison, the art teacher, believed not only did you lose your sense of time, but in your right brain, in this zone, you did not age. So perhaps right now we are all suspended in time. I don't know. Okay, so we're getting a little, yeah, I love that. This just makes me happy. I think I could probably carve off 1 layer here to kind of get that fanning out, but honestly, this is pretty good. Some art tasks happen almost automatically, but some completely take over my brain. I often sing along with music, but when I do big art tasks like mural painting, my singing really suffers when I do certain tasks. Yeah, I feel that. Right. Music being a notably left-brained activity because it is very mathematical. You're going to call shenanigans on the non-aging part? How would you know? How would you test it? That's what I'm saying. Can you know for sure that you're aging? Or are we aging in every moment? Or is there more granularity to it? Okay, so let's just like kind of block in what we think is happening with the dark here. So I'm going to just use the color picker here. Let's actually save this there, and then we're going to just use this dark here. I might change it, but for right now it's nice that it's there. And we're going to kind of just put in the regions here of the dark bits and see if we like it. All right, so that would be there. And then there would be kind of a circle here. And then we have this ring across here. And then we'll just grab this is definitely not the right white. That's like a gray. I forgot. I want this one. Add that down here too for now. And then let's stay in the realm of this green. This is my lazy way I do everything, is all of my greens are the same shade. If you've ever seen my truck, it's the same thing. Okay, and then we'll have our teeth, which is going to be this area here. Actually, I want to shorten it. I want to get that sort of rounded effect. And then we'll figure out how to make them toothy later. But that's basically my teeth. It's going to be the doodle. It's going to be a construct doodle. That's actually a brilliant concept. I should do that. All right. And we'll take this and put it, I think, there and underneath, just for the heck of it. And then, yeah, I think all of these are going to be this color, but we're just going to paint one side and then figure it out from there. Okay. So this is mostly what we're looking at. And then how do we create I think we're just going to like alternate colors to create kind of we're going to color pick this, and then I'm going to get something that's just stepped to the right there of that. I'm going to add that there. Oops, that's the dark color. We'll add that. I want this, and I'm going to just step to the left. Who knows them apart? The other thing I've noticed is that dance teachers, when dancing, get very bad at explaining their own, what they're doing physically. All right, can't I move that there? I can. Okay, and then alt click to remove. Okay, so those are my two colors. I don't think those look different enough. They aren't different. That's why. All right, let's go here and get a gray, and we'll add that there and put it here. Still all looks the same. All right, let's go way gray. All right. Because what I'm trying to do is try to get this sort of like bricky marbled effect. Like, I think it's going to go really nicely with the voxel stuff, but I need a way to convey it on here. And the way I'm thinking is to sort of alternate in well, this is not alternation at all. Right, and then here's where I need like a brighter green, like a more saturated green than this one. So we'll go this way. Maybe even nudge it. Ugh, I don't know about that. Yeah, okay. For this right here on the pendant, like it's probably the same color, right? It would be silly if it weren't, but here we are. Okay, and I'm just gonna kind of block in that circle so that I know where that's supposed to go. Okay, and then gold. Okay, how are we doing for this bottom piece here? Okay, I think we need to take that, oops. And I think we need to make the mouth really short so that we have room for kind of the texturing that I'm talking about here. Okay, so this didn't really work. So we're just gonna cover it up. And then I guess we'll just figure out the texturing when we get it later. Oh, I'm pressing escape when I'm trying to reach for the color picker. That's what's happening. This should not be happening. Okay. Bring that all the way around. And we need to bring it under here so that we get that kind of ring banded effect. There is. I'm probably. Are you filling in the light green to improve contrast and shape the circle? Filling in. What I'm trying to do is sort of define the shapes so that they evoke this. But what I want to come back and do, which I'm sort of failing to do, is to give it like, let's see here. I'll show you with the teeth, kind of what I'm thinking is, so let's say I had a dark gray and I just sort of alternated in here. Then when I zoom out, you get this sort of divided look, right? That's my idea. Again, I also hate this green right now. Okay, so we'll take this one and let's do that. Yeah, okay, so at least it's not yellower because one, it's keeping the gold from shining as much as it could. Not that, that's too much, but a little more. Yeah, like that one. All right, I like that better already. And then we're gonna have this like bright copper, which is like a, I don't know a lot about colors, but one of the things that I do enjoy is a YouTube. Let me see if I can find him. Okay. So this, hopefully this is the one. Yeah, light pondering. So this person is a former Pixar artist. Nobody does. It's a theory. I suppose that's fair. But anyway, everything I have learned about it was from Light Ponderings. Who one of my favorite videos, it's like the third one in this series. They're like talking about gray and basically showing that you can kind of use a gray next to a very saturated color to look like its complement. So I'm hoping that with this copper, we can use what'll actually be kind of like a toned down brown. That's what I should be doing on this corner anyway, is getting just like a line there. Because basically we need to fit the little arms in here, and we are putting the arms as part. Anyway, let's one thing at a time. One thing at a time. So yeah, this one, and then I'm just going to get a little darker, but not as dark as the dark. So something halfway in between them. So funny, this screen is bigger, so it's a lot easier for me. Okay. So, and then we're just going to do the same kind of like alternating in. Also, hello, Summer. It's lovely to see you. Yes. But I appreciate your moral support, and understanding in that I am doing my best. That's all we're here to do, right? All right, let's see if we alternate a little bit in like the width, if that gives us a little more. Something like that. It gives us a little more of the bricks. I don't know. Maybe it's a little too busy. It's a little too busy. It's a little too light or dark. Let me see if I can. I kind of wish we had sliders just in like darkness and lightness. I think that would be just alt still change all of them. It's the one that fills every instance of a color. Right? That's a little better. Yeah, at least I'm getting some of the bricky feeling that I want from that. And that's kind of the same thing we're going to do with this. No worries. Thank you. Your best is all it ever takes. Thank you. Yes, that's it. That's all it ever takes. That's what we're going for here. So we were going to take this. Oops, sorry. This color and just darken it a little bit so that we can make those bricks again. Because I just love the bricky. That's why I thought we could maybe make this, is because I don't know, because it sort of, is that too obvious? That's pretty damn obvious. Yeah, it's a little artificial. A little artificial there, but we can clean this up. We can salvage it. And get that kind of bricky look. It sort of looks like it has a 5 o'clock shadow sort of thing. I don't know. Okay, let's test my color theory with the copper, right? And so the idea here would be, although I'm moving into this orangey region, right, I can actually use something pretty desaturated like this, which does not look like that, to get a lot of contrast. Now, the lighting is a little bit funky here. I don't know. I kind of wish I could like turn it. Let's see. Wait, this is the less lit side. Okay, anyway, so this is the theory. Let's just try it, right? So if I put that in there, all right, it's definitely brighter here than it is in the color picker. Hopefully that'll be enough. Maybe we should get those two too. Just do boop, 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 boop. I can change the light now? Oh my god. Is this new color picker magic? Is it in here? I'm in advance, right? Okay. How do I change the light? Oh. Oh my god. I was just like dreaming, because what I really want, because I'm lazy, is to have just the presets that are in the editor. Oh my god. Okay. So let's think about what our Tears of the Kingdom inspired lighting is going to look like. Oh my god, there's fog and everything. So we could render shadows, which we probably do want. And oh my god. Okay, this is too many options for me to do right now. That's exciting though. That is exciting though. Thank you. Is there a interface way to access this? You're right. Changing the direction of the light does solve the problem that I was sort of talking about, but this is magnificent. All right, let's feather just like a cup. Oops. Let's feather like a couple of these guys in down here so you get the bricking effect. Nope. Okay, it looks kind of robotic and cute. So we also need this to be, and I'm gonna paint it first and then probably pop it up, but we're just gonna. I can paint. You know, I have kind of a drawing tablet that I've used before, but my partner, who's a much better pixel artist than me, always uses a mouse. So I figured I should try that. Okay. Maybe we should just make this narrower. Boop. Boop. Oh yeah, we can keep the, well, I don't know. It's obviously it's very thin. Maybe it needs to be redder. And then we'll just from this side. Doop. 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 I have to remember I only understand copying things really precisely, and like a lot of art is not copying everything with 100% fidelity, but rather like, you know, making an artistic choice. Doop, doop. Okay. And then let's see, let's take this guy and we're going to use it to carve out those little belt loops. Boom. Look at them. Look at them go. Maybe they need more space, but I kind of like this space. Okay. And then we'll do 2 there. Or what we need is this color. There. And then oh no, it's not symmetrical. All right, we're going. I can't do it. Symmetry is the thing that gives me a feeling of control over this. So we're gonna keep it. Boom. Okay. So that's my little panels down there. We could get this dark red. Actually, the dark red is a little nice. But we'll just do, I don't know, we'll see. It's gonna end up being a square, which might really diminish my reddish shape. Okay. But And the other thing is there's like a circle in there. Well, okay, let's just try it. Let's see what that looks like. I kind of love it. Okay. All right. So we're going to redify this too. Just step you that way. And then give you a little bit more. All right. That's very red. But actually, you know, I think we've got enough. Actually, what do I want? I want to put this there is what I want. Woo! I'm happy. I do think we could go back to the double fang. Oops. K-Popson! Hello! Welcome to the stream. Steal like an artist is a good read on that. I've heard of that one. That sounds very good. Welcome to the stream. It's lovely to see you. I am trying to make art. It's going okay. Honestly, I'm having a good time. what have you been up to? Tell me of your creation and works and things. While I continue trying to make this happen. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you, DMM. I appreciate that. You know what? Maybe we can give this some depth by picking like a slightly darker color for like part of it, and do like, oops, what did I do? Something like that. Okay, yeah, that's adding a little, adding a little. Same with, I need a little bit something in this guy that's just a little darker too. Art. I've been programming and trying to get into UEFN. Very cool. But there's this other thing, Dot Big Bang. Maybe you've heard of it. I have heard of it. It's very cool. It runs in a browser and all of your stuff is synced. So anytime you're bored, you can literally start making stuff on your phone and just fiddling around with your little project. It's very addictive. But yeah, I'd love to see what you do in it. Yes, and also love to hear about how UEFN is treating you. I think it seems like it's got so much potential, and I'm not gonna lie, I have never made anything in Unreal, but what I have done is downloaded all or added to my library all of the free assets every month on the Epic Store. So I feel like someday I might make something. One time it was a set of assets that I swear was like one of the first things I had made in Core. It was like this, which is apparently from this game called What Became of Edith Finch. They released all of their assets. So, yeah. Yeah. So this now it has a scripting language. So and yeah, blueprints, same. I will do unspeakable things before I will use well, that's not true, because I think like with shaders and stuff, um the it's it becomes pretty intuitive because you kind of start seeing yourself as a little factory of effects, but it's also the only way I learned it, so all right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna kill all the teeth like this, and then we're gonna make them chonkier. Oh, I wish I kept that color though. Okay, so we're going to select this, and then we're going to make big chonky. Oh, that's the problem, right? I could make my fang double. This one and this one and this one. And then, yeah. But yeah, and also if you give a Dot Bang Big Bang a try, we love feedback. We're just crazy about feedback. So anything that you're thinking about and enjoying, it is excellent to see, but of course. Okay, and then we're just gonna kind of want to brighten that somehow. I'm not really sure if this is working, but yeah, it's getting a little busy. I had things this shift though is doing it for me. Look at this little cheesy little grin. I love it. I don't know if you saw, let me see if I can find what these chests look like. I guess the chest. Let's see if we can find. Sorry if this is visual spoilers, but I'm not giving away the plot. Other than if you're wondering if this thing is an enemy, it is. But anyway, they have these adorable chests that look like these guys, and they have big toofs, like and grins when you open them, and it's absolutely adorable. Yeah, Bryce! Lovely to see you. Welcome to the stream. Yes, yes, I am trying to make the Zonai constructs. In case you're wondering what happened to my entire weekend, you are right. You guessed it. It was Tears of the Kingdom. I know a bunch of people when they played Breath of the Wild, and like honestly, this happened to me when I was playing Ocarina and Twilight Princess. There was a game in the middle. I don't remember what it was called. We don't speak of it. But where you start getting Zelda vision. And yesterday I am at a restaurant and I look through the window and I can see the building across the street. And not across the street. The building is like got a narrow alley between this one and on the other side of the window. And it has like a fire escape ladder that starts a floor up and then goes up like clearly like 2 or 3 stories and then vines all around that. And I'm like, there is something up there. I mean, yeah. Yeah. Wow. Halfway through. That is impressive. So my partner and I are sharing a file. So we're both playing it because I like all of the parts that he hates. Wait, Wind Waker is not between Twilight Princess and Breath of the Wild. But you're right. I didn't play Wind Waker because I got basically in middle school, I borrowed a GameCube and my friend in middle school pre-ordered Wind Waker, so it gave you the Ocarina of Time on a disc. So that is how I played Ocarina. So when Wind Waker was big, I was playing Ocarina of Time for the first time. Yeah, no, God. Wind Waker is adorable, and the fact that like the Koroks are also here is just an absolute delight. That's not spoilers, they were in Breath of the Wild. So yeah. But this is almost getting the whole like chests have eyeballs effect, but it's not the chest that I'm thinking of. It has big silly teeth just like this, and it's adorable. Anyway, Bryce, how are you doing? What have you been up to? We're actually doing a combat jam whose systems are remarkably similar to ones you would have used before. Because here's the thing. I was going to make one over the weekend, and every time I sit down to make a little game about having like a town and go out, I'm like, I'm going to make New Lumeria. That's what I'm going to do. I'm like, but I mean, it was the perfect little town. I loved what is it? New Lumeria. What was the town called? I don't remember, but anyway, I spent a lot of time just wandering around watching the little NPCs walk around. Sorry, this is our combat jam. This is what this guy is for, because I'm going to make basically a bunch of sky platforms because it's already set up for sky platforms and it's going to be glorious. And I think this part is done. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to actually save this for the first time so far, before we put little arms on. We didn't do the back. Oops. Still saving is important, and we'll give it a name. We're going to call it Shmonai Construct Soldier. Okay, cool. So I just got to work this around and kind of guess about what the back looks like, but we've got a basic idea. So I'm going to paint that in. Actually, this is where some mirroring would be nice. Mirror. Oh, oops. Wait, is that the right one? This is the right one. Okay, so. All right, a little too much. If I do this, I'm going to just rotate around, make sure it's not showing up on the other side. Am I not symmetrical? Oh, that's right. I'd need to step it a half over. Nudge. That's the work plane. So ground plane. Which one am I nudging here? All right. So now if I paint something here, it ends up there. Okay, cool. So we're just going to kind of continue the band around that we saw before. Yep. Still water. Your creative process is really delightful. So I say because I got to watch it and that's what delighted me. Yes, I'm a fan of your creative work, so it would be very cool to see. We have the jam going for until next Monday. It's just a try out the whole systems jam. We've got all of the info here. And then the the game that it's based on, which I've realized I should just embed here, is here. I'll drop this in the chat. I'm not going to play right now because I will never get anything done. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you'll see. You can, and like the cool thing about Topic Bing is it just straight runs in your browser. So like the second you open it, you're in it and things like that. And it's a good time to test it and stuff like that. So definitely suggest playing some combat. doing the thing. And I'm going to make this little guy so that it's actually done. Yeah. Okay, so here is an opportunity for that subpixel rounding that I was talking about, right? Which is like, can I make this feel more? It's a little too on the nose. Feel more cylindrical, even though it is cuboid by getting a little more rounding to the feel there. Like, yeah, this is, I think the color step is too much here, but the idea is in place. Let me just a little lighter. And maybe even we can take this and make it a little darker, just so that these kind of get together and we get that. Oop. Well, eh, eh. Okay, yeah, I gotta clear out this. Which, yeah, anyway, we'll work on that. But then we've got to figure out our bricks. So I'll take this and I'll get a little darker version of that and we'll paint it in and just brick it. Whew, that is not it. Okay, select that. Select this. It's the right one. And then just darken slightly and paint so that we get, wow. Why is it that sometimes this is probably more of the color theory, right? Sometimes when I select a color, it and I try to get it darker, a small change makes no difference, and sometimes it makes all of the difference in the world. All right. And we'll do the same thing here where we're going to get a little pixel bricks. That's how we're doing it. Oh, that did not sell it. That just looks modeled. Okay, how about we cut it off there? All right, now I'm getting at least the sort of like teethy individual part of it. And I'm going to kind of brick this one too. Let's see here. K-pop's in the JPEG artifacts in 3D. Yes, exactly. Exactly. I'm very good at JPEG artifacts. This is the origin of Zaz trying to make art on the internet. Was definitely, I've brought this up before and it's so silly, but they were called dolls with a Z. And they were these like tiny little pixel sprites that people would make little builders to put like all of the fashionable jeans. And in the at the time, subcultures and cliques were supremely important. This is the dark times of the early 2000s. So there were like preps and goths. I hope you guys are hearing the Z that was also a plague of the early 2000s. And like they just had like completely different things. And like, you know, obviously one of them had a better subset of things and, you know, like wings and stuff. Actually, no, everybody had wigs back in the day. But yeah, they were, I just liked trying to use MS Paint to build stuff. That's working, right? This is, you get some bricking. And I love, yeah, there was the first time, it's not like I understood what pixel art was. What I understood was this sprite is very small and I have to zoom in a lot in MS Paint in order to work on it. All the wings all the time. Yes, Punkarella, exactly. All right. Now that I'm looking at it, is this too bright down here? Do we pick another color? We are not using the pixel art rules of economies of colors. That is for dang sure. Let me see here. If I do that, it's not that much of a change. A little bit more. I just don't want it to be, yeah, there we go. Boom. Something that makes it feel like a texture and not like I'm trying to signal that this is distinct. Yeah, I'm having a good time. Look at this guy. Look at this chubby little guy. I love him so much. Anyway, I do need this for these, and I probably need a way to do. And then maybe like there to chill those out. Yeah. And yeah, okay, so then the weird thing is I probably shouldn't have put his arms all the way over here. They should probably actually be here. All right, let's try that. Let's save, and then we might revert the save if we don't like it. Because the problem is that you won't be able to see this. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. You know what we'll do is we're going to turn mirroring off, and I'm going to try it on one side, not the other. So here I'm going to just put that there, and then put this back in here, and we'll just make a big old chunk. And what that goes 2 in from the there, swoop, shwoodoop, shwoodoop. And then we want a circle. So we'll do 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 do. Unfortunately, I do play me some Minecraft, so I know how to do some things. Have you been playing Minecraft lately, Bryce? I remember watching your Minecraft stuff on your YouTube. I didn't actually watch when you were playing. Oh, I did join stream once when you were streaming a very modded Minecraft. I played modded Minecraft for literally the first time in my life. Having started Minecraft at 0.8 for a Doc Big Bang work thing. And man, I forget that you can just improve your life with mods and just make it less brutally punishing. Although I don't know, I'm kind of into that whole hardcore life. It makes sense to me. Maybe because of this, to separate these out, we want to do like that. And even pull this guy down here. Yeah, I think there's a loss. We could raise it up, right? Try it, right? If we don't like it, we don't do it. Sometimes I found a Minecraft server that is a fully fleshed out MMORPG. That is pretty cool. I mean, that's like sort of what Minecraft wants to be. Does it have lore? Does it have like is there a story in the world? I went to GDC, and my favorite talk is actually, you know what? We're gonna link my favorite talk because this is about how to promote your game. Marketing on Zero Budget. That's what it was called. This one I thought was just wait, that's not what it's called. That's taking me to a different talk. Literally, yeah. No budget DIY for indie games. It's just a really good practice, and it was like the first thing that made me get like open-minded about I should probably learn TikTok. I'm resistant to the TikTok. I don't like anything that autoplays, so I disable autoplay on everything I use. And full worlds, quests, leveling, dungeons, raids, and everything. Wow, that's glorious. Yeah, I would check that out. I've secretly never really played an MMO. I've played like some really like fake one. I don't know, fake is not the word, but like really kind of underdone mobile ones, because for a while I only had Linux, and then for some time after that I only had a Chromebook. And so, you know, you just had kind of limited options. Okay. So we're going with this, which means I'm just going to, for right now, take this and fill this all in. And then what do we do here? So and then, yeah, I don't know, at the back, I guess we're going to try to do this texturing. I wish I had that. Oh, I wish I had mirroring on again. No, I don't want it right now because I have to literally copy it over myself. Okay. So we'll copy this. What was I saying? Marketing is good. I liked it. Oh, but there was a different talk I went to. That's it. Okay, so then I went to this other talk. It was actually the very first one of all the ones that I went to, that was about sociological storytelling. And she just really like took apart a bunch of recent AAA games and talked about how like there's this element really missing of how like they don't talk about the impact of the story on the rest of the world. Like, and she was talking about like God of War, and how like theoretically this like war is coming, but in the villages you kind of like have like one token village, but they just sort of like go with it. And so all these stories, they end up being like the psychological story of this one character, but not like a story of a whole. Man, you can see my arm is a little bit coming out of the camera. I just glanced over to see that, but not the story of the whole um world and how this impacts. And then there was one a Spider-Man I have not played, admittedly, where basically New York becomes a police state and nobody responds to this. And apparently after Spider-Man saves the day, the problem just goes away, right? And you're just like, yeah, this is not it. This is not how things go. And it makes things feel sort of like low stakes and stuff like that. And then I don't know. And then the games that I really like are the ones that have maybe even over explored how their world is affected by events. Like I think Monster Hunter is one where like, everybody in this world is a hunter of monsters. That's what we do, that's what we are, and it's kind of delightful. But maybe that's not the best one because it's not very deep, but I like it. All right, so I don't know what the back of a Zenai construct looks like. I'm going to go with probably we do have another one of these, so let's build that. One that's 3, okay. How did I do 3? Is that asymmetrical? It must be. Yeah, it totally is. Am I right? Is there an because it's okay. I was like, okay, I don't. I swear this whole thing was 16 by 16. But anyway, circles work out better when you do them this way. So good for us. This is good. I'm not worried. You're worried. Yeah. So anyway, and like my favorite sci-fi book of all time, which I talk about way too much, is called Murderbot. And I think that the thing it does best is by just telling the story of the world through the story of an individual. And yeah, hopefully they release this one on YouTube too. That happened in like 3 Spider-Man games. Good to know. You built 8 rows in the front, but you didn't include your starting row and your counting. Really? It's because you distracted me by telling me you had never played Zelda. In my defense, I was disabled by realizing that, what the truth of the matter is, I'm jealous of you, right? Because that means you have this whole experience before you that will be new. Yeah, you can see this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this is going to be 6, right? 4, 5, 6. That's actually dimensions wise probably exactly what I wanted. So happy little accidents. We're doing them. We're having them right here. All right. So how do I get this effect? Let's do this. All right, let's turn mirroring back on so I can be lazy and only have to do half of this. All right, so we're gonna get this color. Oops. And actually the paintbrush, and we'll fill in all of that. And then we'll grab this color and do that, and one there to kind of give it the rounding. Is that how we did it here? Sort of. This had some more of the dark here, and I think that works. And also we wanted this to be dark all the way around. And it's only going to face you in the front, so the back just needs to be sellable. It doesn't need to be as beautiful as the rest of it. I'm not going for perfection here. And also, somehow I got to animate this guy. Enjoy the stream. Thank you for hanging out, DMM. It was lovely to see you. Bryce says, I introduced my friend to Zelda recently and am making them play through all the games. It's like, oh my God, making friends play Zelda is the best. I had a friend who, in his mid-20s, sat him down, put him in front of Ocarina of Time, said nothing, and just watched the magic happen. And you just forget like how delightful it is to see someone discovering these things for the first time. Um Oh God, yes. I would love, I hope your friend has an absolutely marvelous time. All right, let's see if we can't. Because I'm noticing there's kind of like this like skirting effect. So if I could create sort of like a flap here, I think that would be lovely. I'm thinking I'm just kind of carving it out here. We'll have to figure out the details a little more. But yeah, something like that. And then maybe we can kind of give it this color is like a little bit darker in there. Yeah, just I don't know, just break it up without having to do too much. And then maybe like a little bit of this just to you know, separate it. Yeah, that's kind of delightful. Okay. All right. And maybe I'll do one of those in here as well. So we'll take the bright color and make like a little skirt. Yeah. Boop, boop. And then fill it in with this darker color. Bloop, bloop. And then take a couple of these into something like that. Okay. Good enough for me. And then same here with, do I have the light color? I have the dark color, so I need the light color now. I need the dark color. Boop. Oh man, I forgot I had a dog waiting in here. I do not have really an easy way to show her to you, but there is a big, very large fluff just hanging out, being loyal. Yeah. She's locked in here, doesn't even care. Just chilling. Okay. Detail. We did it. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna count this as the whole body, which is unfortunately not even the oh my good lord. Help me. Help me. This is too much. All right, let's save this. And it is remixable. So I'm gonna skip the animation part. Oh my god, you gave them Wind Waker to start with? That's like a game that you could play and be like, oh yeah, I've played Zelda. And then anything that anyone says about Zelda after that sentence, you'll be like, oh, I didn't know there was that. Like chests. Oh my god. Wind Waker was amazing. I have watched Wind Waker played through several times. I've watched the speed run. The speedrunner who I watched, his name is Linkus, which is my last name. Linkus for him. So I felt like a special ownership of that speed run. But I've watched Hello Wind Waker, but I've just never actually played it myself. Okay, so the reason I've got this right now mixed is remixable, right? So anybody can take this guy from here, make your own version, and turn this into something better. But links in the chat, and I'm gonna try to do spoogly arms because I think we need spoogly arms. But first, we were gonna try to extrude this. Let's pick this color up a little bit and see if we. Sorry, I should just literally. I don't need to extrude. I just need to. Something like that. Is that cool? Just give it. I mean, it pops the shape a little more. I kind of want to. I mean, the thing is, we could, if we're gonna make the arms come off of it, we could do. Yeah, I think I like that. something I'm missing to like keep this from being too jaggedy. But honestly, it works. Okay, so we're gonna build some arms off of this, and we're going to confront a thing which I struggle with immensely, which is creating non like directly linear shapes, right? So if we were just like, okay, let's see, what do I want? Is I want like a super light cerulean for this, right? So something like we're gonna grab that. And if we were to like maybe even, yeah, I guess we're gonna use up the whole arm. I'm gonna end up covering it, but let's build it out in this color. Right. If we wanted it to just go straight out, this ends up being pretty straightforward. And the nice thing is that this one, so I'm really working on the wrong side. Oh, it's symmetrical. All right, so let's turn off symmetry. Now that I've built up this shoulder, we're gonna just build this one kind of coming straight out like it is, because that's pretty trivial. We're gonna just extrude a bunch here. All right, we got some weirdness going on with what this shape actually is, which I guess is being illustrated by this. I think what I actually want to do is just add a row here and make it a, a voxel cylinder. Need a word for this shape. A double plus sign. The double plus sign of cylindritude. I watch a lot of, so I have a baby. So that means I wake up in the morning and I just entertain a baby. And one of my favorite things to entertain a baby with, I guess we do also need to make this smaller, is Minecraft long plays, is what I do. Because they are, there's no commentary, so it's pretty chill. And yeah, okay, so we'll take this down and then we'll take that down, and that'll be my transition to boop, boop. Transition to smaller. Yeah, whatever. We're not winning prizes here. And then we will push face out again. Because okay, so there's ways to do like animations, like there's like a skeletal rig to make like an animated enemy. But what I want to do is build this entirely in the animation frames here. Because it will make my life easier. Okay, so let's pick our dark color and we're going to just start drawing in kind of the shoulder pads, if you will. So, oops. Drawing in. I guess it would be nice if I could mirror this, but it'll be better if I try to do it myself. Okay. I think maybe, yeah. Maybe make these two voxels. What do we do? And then and it would be fun if we made these as separate pieces, then it would be easier to make does that one go straight down? Oh, we'll vary it here. And okay, so we got this, and that kind of leads me to making my little wrist guy. Which I'm gonna. Okay, so we've got that, and then this one's gonna be all these. Oops. Ah! Just want to paint. Boom. Oh, thank you, Summer. I appreciate that. And I'm trying to believe you. I've realized there's just like a lot more to this than I'm going to possibly get done. You know what? It might be fun to try to make the head a separate voxel object that just gets spawned on top. So if I were to, let me see if I can find, yeah, I just talk about this guy way too much. But if I were to look at inlaidist, I might find a combat game. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's so cute. Wait, is this yours? Okay. This is adorable. Is this like a diorama? Sorry. We are getting distracted. We are, oh my god. Oh my god. It's so cute. It's just it's a little ghost. It's a little frog. That's a little ghost. That's very cute. Okay. Is this for like dioramas? Is that the idea? The orthographic Halloween frog is beautiful. I don't know how I missed this. Anyway, if I were to look for combat, this one. Okay, so this is unfinished. Sorry, I'm spoilersing it, but there are combat games in the work. You can see them. Searching combat is a decent bet. But here we go. So you see the little, I can't zoom in, but you see the little antenna, right? That's a separate piece that's animated separately. So I could do that too with the head and give it kind of its own motion, probably the same. You know that game? Oh my God. This artist is so talented. Oh my God. I didn't even notice the slime cube trail. He's so cute. He's so cute. Little wobbly. I think this is, we gotta make little pigments out of this. This is so cute. Anyway, all right. we're not playing the game. I'm not going to hit the slime. I will die before I hit this slime. But anyway, so what did I want? I guess we just need a branch now, right? And the branch does, let me push you out like 2 more, right? The branch is gonna start here, and I'm just gonna build it straight out. So let's just make a branch color. Really, you can see it's very light gray. And we're gonna build it into here and out here and out here. And I can do this. I'm not scared of trying to make anything that doesn't go straight on. You're scared of it. That would be silly of me. I've watched how Summer does it with the scooping of areas and moving them in little pieces so that it all makes sense. And I definitely want it to be a tree branch because that's a pretty iconic look to this whole thing. So let me just and we'll make you see, and then it went down. But I know, see, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I've learned from you, Summer. You're going to see. This is my whole takeaway is, and then you select this part and you move that down a little bit, and then you select this part and you move that down a little bit, and then you select this part and this part and you move that down a little bit, and then maybe out a little bit, and that's it. And that's what I understand. It's the horseshoe print. That's beautiful. Yeah, this needs to go down 1 too. And then look at that. Now I've got a 3D diagonal, and I didn't give up. I'm very strong. But we're gonna take this and add a few this way too, just for fun. So that we have multiple things to put leaves on, and then leaves, I'm going to step you a little bit towards green and do that, and we will And then hopefully I can move these in such a way that this makes sense. Okay, and then we'll just do the same technique, right? We'll select and move. See, look at this. I'm getting so good at this. Animation. Oh my god, I can't. I just realized we're gonna have to move this whole thing. Anyway, it's gonna be fine. Yes, it is totally easier to start flat. That is how I did the feathers on the Mardi Gras mask, and that's how I added some extra voxels here and there to fill out the side profile. Yes. I see Summer says make it flat and then unflatify it. Easy peasy, perfect 3D curve in 10 out of 10. Thank you all. This is wonderful. I'm learning so much. Make flat, then curvify. You heard it from the experts. I guess I'll just take that one way, that way. Okay, look at that. Because you know, there's this. I've used it a bunch of times. See, I'm running out of. I need some windows here to find it, but I've used this one. Actually, I could find it in the game editor too, but we'll look it up on things because it's good to. Latest, and it's this fern. Oh wow! See my object showing up. Yeah, so this is fern from Voxelius. No, Verilea. Okay, yeah. I definitely thought it was from Octotemple. And no, Verilea, but I use it all the time because ain't nobody got time for that. But now I can actually see how you would like draw that flat and then curvify. It's the brain alternates. This is another theory of artistic learning, right? Is the brain sort of alternates between being good at producing things and good at noticing things. And so what that means is it's what basically creates art block is you've gotten better at noticing what's good than you have at making things. You know what? I don't want to do that. We'll keep that one up there. Maybe we'll just let this one droop. And we'll let these droop. Okay, look at that. Look at that tree branch. Tree branching. I think I do want a darker color for this though, or like a grayer color for this. So let's go like this, and then we'll just what? Bucket. Oh my god, there's a button for what I wanted to. Am I crazy? This just doesn't. Is this the color that it was to begin with? Here, we're gonna save this one down here, and then I'm gonna color pick this. Like clearly a different color. Why didn't that not fill? Probably because it said, Zaz, it's time to save your work. That's why. Yeah, learning all kinds of things. Oh, because I have one voxel selected. The old one voxel selected trick. Okay, anyway. Filling that in. Okay, kind of tree branching, maybe a little darker than we wanted. Let's go back here and fill you. Yeah, okay. Yeah, tree branchy. We got the leaves. The leaves are way greener than this, but I think it evokes what I want pretty well. The problem is that, I don't know, this branch is not very symmetrical. What do I need? I need to, let's select this whole thing. And move it in here a little bit, which I think will help balance it. And then we're going to make another branch. Here. And we'll use the curvify method to move it back a little bit. And then hopefully that'll balance this visually. I feel better about that. I feel better about that. Okay, so now I need a spoogly arm that's curved forward. And this one, it kind of curves back before it curves forward. But anyway, we're going to do what we were just talking about. We're going to extrude out an arm. We're going to narrow it a little bit. And then, let's see here, what did we do? Oops, you stay there, PRF. Okay. So that's there. And then we will 2 and boop, boop. And then we'll extrude this a little bit. And then what did I do? On this last one, I take it down to there, and we'll extrude you like that. Okay, so that's my arm, and then I'm just going to curve it. So we're going to curve it back and then forward to get this like arc, and we can do this, and it's not scary at all, especially because it's only in one plane. So we're going to move you back, maybe even one more back in order to do forward, forward. Okay, so this is the problem. I really need to rotate at this point. So I wonder if I should have just like waited to extrude part of that and get that. Because like now I'm like, okay, so what I actually want to do is like that. And yeah, I probably could just cut this off and then do the forward part. Boop. And then find my, let's see here. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I really just need like there. And then we'll do 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and then there. And now I've got my forward part. Okay. Ha! We turned an elbow. We turned an elbow, friends. That's it. We're invincible. Okay. So boom, boom, boom. And then my little hand, which we cut off there to create that. And then we'll extrude you. Boom, boom. Okay, okay. Maybe I should not have declared victory quite as early as I did. It seems like I want to move. I'm just going to move the whole thing forward. That will solve my, okay, we're going to rotate, and this is control, add those in. Okay, we're just going to move this here and forget about the back. And maybe we'll also get rid of this ridge. I don't know. I think it's kind of doing it. It sort of looks pretty curved anyway. I think, okay, we need to take off you there. Possibly this whole thing here. And maybe smooth something out here. See, now I'm just like, it's just back to 90 degrees, and that's not really what I wanted either. So let's chill that out and chill that out. And yeah, okay. There's some depth of that Zaz is still learning, and that's the reality of the situation that we're in. But that's okay, because we're gonna take these, we're gonna add some little stripies. So wait, that's on top. I want to paint it. 5 is paint. I want to get, because like I use the number pad a lot. I'm very much a fan of number pads. It's actually the only part of my keyboard that gets to have letters on it is the number pad. And that is because in my brain they're in reverse order sometimes. It's a victory in progress. Thank you. Yeah, it's gonna be so good. Um, all right, boom. All right, I'm really just kind of tiger straight, or I ain't even tiger straight it. I'm latticing it. So that's something my brain understands, and I think we do need more. Eh, it would be, I guess, kind of fun to like hollow this out. Oh, that would actually be kind of cool. What if we just did that? And then, like, I don't know, figured out particles that follow the arms is going to be impossible. But let's, I don't know. We'll save as, and then we'll look at what that looks like, and maybe it's dope. Um, but for right now, gonna make sure that we have enough connecting parts that would make sense anyway. Okay. That's probably, I mean, when you think about it, they probably had an easier time animating because you have so much freedom with like what is basically a slinky for an arm. So we're going to cover this whole thing, and I'm not even going to give it like fingers or anything like that because, like, let's not get crazy. All right, let us save, and then I will push face in. This will do it. Will by color? Yeah, okay, so we could do that. Right, this is kind of fun. It's sort of cool, but I think it's going to be too busy to understand. I could be wrong. I think this is actually dope, and I'm keeping it. We'll see. We'll see. We're going to zoom in and out. Give it the old zoom in and out. Make a decision. So the nice thing about using like a really solid piece, I think I like that. I think we're doing it. What do we think? Sometimes it's impressive the leaps the mind is willing to make to see details. That is true. That is very true. And yeah, to understand things and understand people, which is sometimes dangerous. Okay, yeah, this is actually very fun. I don't know if it's good design, but and it maybe I find this is in fact a nightmare to try to animate, but we are kind of coming towards the end of stream for me. Well, I don't know, I could hang out a little while. Brains came into the world where nothing was fake. That is a fascinating way to put that. I really like that. Yeah. I don't know. I used to actually still do. I say used to so that I don't sound like a monster. But I have a puppet. I like puppeteering. I'm a very amateur puppeteer. But and I really loved how I kind of started back in college, and my roommates were a little annoyed with me. I'm a little annoying when I pick up a gimmick like that. And maybe we can make them swing this. Maybe that's within the realm of possibilities, and I shouldn't worry about it. It'd be nice if I could just rotate part, but I know that's hard. Yeah, God, it'd be really nice. I guess we can. There is a hack. Okay. So we're gonna. Oh, did I just save? Dang it! I was gonna save as so that I could bring the arms back, but whatever. We're committing to it. It's good. What was I saying? Oh, we used to have a puppet. And one of the things that really delighted me is that even when my roommates were annoyed with me, they did still talk to my puppet. Like, it's very hard to resist. You're just minding your own business, and someone is just, the puppet's looking around. My puppet's name was Ozymandias. It's in my house right now. And he was a feature in my younger cousin's childhood the first time I came to California. Okay, boom. Fill that in. Get those little shoulders. All right. So here's my little floating arms, and this is actually going to be fine. And we're going to try to do the rotation hack to see if we can be lazy about this. So we'll save that, and we're going to add a frame. So frame 1, frame 2. Okay, and then we're going to, and I guess we have a nice like separation there that is actually very convenient for creating squash and stretch. Another thing I learned about while from summer in animating. Okay, so we're going to actually I did read the Disney book. Whatever that's not acting for animators. What is that one called? The Art of Animation guidebook. Okay, so we're going to copy this and we're going to delete it, which if we paste again, it should come back, but we're going to delete it. And then we're going to try to, I hope it does it rotate everything? Okay. So, and then paste this. Okay. So now we did it. Hopefully it did not rotate my, we did it. Animator survival kit. Yes. Thank you, Summer. Yeah. Okay. So I need a frame in between this, but we don't have time for that today. That's a tomorrow task. So here is my rotated little branch guy. And what I probably actually need him to do is like reach forward with it. So let's put it somewhere conceivable but aspirational. And we'll put it like there and even a little more further forward. So if we press play, boom. I think it could go further forward in the second frame. We'll do further forward and center here. And then we're just going to squiggle the arm to make that make sense. Yeah. Oh my God, I'm having so much fun. Okay. All right. That's it. We're going to get it. We're going to get it. All right. Frame two. We got this. We got this. Okay. So now we just need to get the squiggles in line to do this. And we can do that. So, but probably I need to make this solid again because it's just kind of a pain to do with these disembodied little bits. I don't know. We're going to find out. All right. We're going to select and we're just going to move everything towards what we want. Yeah, I do this doesn't work this way. All right. All right. Are we going to do the hack a second time? We are. All right. So we're going to copy this. We're going to delete it. We're going to paste it again to make sure it's there. We're going to delete it again. And then we're literally going to rotate. Am I wrong? And you can rotate selections now. I'm just being ridiculous. And we'll paste it back down. Okay. So now I've got my little arm facing the direction I want. And I can put it in there. We'll give it like a little space from the body there. And we'll take, and we're just gonna give it a couple more little squiggles. Select this color, add some voxels, and we'll just add a little off of you. And we'll take some back away. So how we're gonna have to do this because I don't know how else to do so. All right. And then we'll just delete some. And that'll make this make sense. All right. Let's press play, see how we do. Richard Williams, Animator Survival Kit. All right. Awesome. That's it. That's it. We've done it. We made Breath of the Wild, everyone. That's it. It's right there. It's right there. Okay. So that's gonna be it for me today. Yeah, we swinging. And in all probability, Wednesday, if somebody else isn't doing something cooler, Wednesday is gonna be putting this into the combat game and using its already fun sky platform feel, which you could see, I think, even more in this one, right? You can feel so we can make this has got the lighting, and then the other one is actually more sky platforms, but we're going to RJ Gaming. I was told I would get a shout out like 1 year ago, and I never got one. Not trying to be rude. All right, RJ Gaming, what would you like to be shouted out for? Because I'll shout you out right now. It's delightful. But what are you working on? Oh, did I just highlight that? I highlighted that. Well, look, there is your shout out. You have been shouted from the rooftops. It's lovely to see you. Thank you for joining us. All right. Maybe we can make it. Maybe we can make a head really quick. But yeah, tell me of your works and the things you're doing. Okay, so we're definitely saving that. This is, again, I'm going to throw this out there. This is shareable for anybody who wants to make something cooler out of it. But we need to make the head. We could, I mean, like the clever thing, not the clever thing, right? But we could make the head in here. I'm just gonna go ahead and save as right now. So that I've got this bottom part if I want to make it a sip. Oh, thank you for the like, appreciate it. Yeah. What are you playing? Have you played Tears of the Kingdom, by the way? Speaking of what I'm obsessing about right now, cannot think of anything else. Yeah, I'm just gonna make the head a separate piece. So are we really gonna start? But we're not gonna start from 0. That would be maddening. No, we're going to confirm in our profile that we have this. Yeah, I don't get a lot of notifications of what happens anymore. Like I don't see that stuff. What am I building? Okay, so basically the TLDR is I'm going to take where is it? This is a version of the same game, so you can kind of see it. I'm going to basically take this and I'm going to turn it into something that looks like, sorry, spoilers, the intro level of Tears of the Kingdom. So we're making this little guy down here is like one of the enemies you get really early on, and they've got tree branches, very, very Breath of the Wild type stuff. And we're going to make little floating platforms. What is that? Is this a healing fountain? No, it's a teleporter to Artland. to the overworld. Okay. Yeah, I know. And these are healing mushrooms. Delightful. So yeah, so basically we're gonna make our like voxel, adorable, free to everyone, Tears of the Kingdom inspired clone. Flonk. Doing it. I do think I need some probably like a leaf off of that. But anyway, that's for another time. We're gonna leave him alone and we're gonna make the head a separate piece. Are we? I don't think I have time. I got 20 minutes, right? Okay. So, what was I doing? I was checking my own profile because that's a thing, so that I can see that I've got Zonai Construct Soldier right there. It's even stupider from the side. I love it so much. Okay, I'm sorry. I feel like we've really succeeded here, and we're going to do this one and edit it, and we're going to rename you Zonai Construct Soldier Head. Doesn't need to be all caps. And we'll save that. And I'm going to just delete the second frame entirely, which I know how to do, which is with the X. So now we're back on one frame, and I'm going to just kind of remove all of the, select and remove the arms and stuff. And I'm going to kind of try to carve, little PRF there. Going to try to carve a head out of it. At least we'll get the right proportions, right? Because we know what the body's supposed to look like. And so the head should be about, I mean, honestly, starting with like the same base, maybe wider. but at least this way I've got the whole color scheme too. Let's save the colors. Do my colors carry across? Okay, so they did, and I want to I'm gonna actually take them all out. I'm gonna redo my palette. Okay, so we've got our main green, which is this one here. We'll add down. We've got a slightly darker version of it, which is here. We'll add down. Wow, you cannot see the difference there. Okay, slightly darker here. Add down, slightly darker here. Add down, slightly darker here. And yeah, I maybe went too grand there. You kind of needed it to get the sort of artifacting look that we wanted. So we've got that. And then we've got our rose gold. We can add this is a darker red and an even darker red. That's sort of a ramp. And then this gold is kind of its own thing, which is sort of fun. Maybe I could have made it shiny by adding like one later. It doesn't matter because I'm deleting it now. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start with this. Okay, anyway, I got a plan, but I want to add everything. And then we got the teeth, color 1. Right? Like this totally looks white here and is in fact very much a green. And color 2. And we'll add that. And that's all in here. Did I miss any colors? I hope not. I think that's everything. Anyway, I can pull it off of the other one if I have to. Okay. And we could organize, but I'm not going to. Okay, so what I was going to do was I was going to basically start it here because that's where you get up into the teeth and we can kind of like figure out how to make the teeth bigger and make this whole thing wider. So we're going to select and remove all of that. And we're actually going to push face in. Is it Control Shift? Is the whole... Oh. Yeah, it does the whole thing. Okay, so this is now my starting base, and I'm gonna just remove a bunch of these things. All the sticky out bits. And we're gonna focus on... See, the problem with this, I mean, now that I have the color schemes, I probably should just go with that, but I do sort of like working from something, which is one of the cool things about the new voxel editor is you can just grab something to work from. You want to be with glasses? Well, you be in luck because that is one of the options. All right, mirroring really would have helped here, but here we are. Okay, so we're back down to, here's my front with my teeth. The punniness. Thank you for your... It's I was a B+ pun, but I'm just getting warmed up. Okay, so we've got 2 teeth, and they both sort of drift out this way. And the other thing is we've got this wider flared shape that we want to evoke. So I am going to take this color, and we're actually going to fill this back in so that we get a flare again, and maybe even all the way out here. Let me mirror. So that does it back. Well, it didn't. Okay, so whatever. We're just gonna do it all the way around because that was kind of zen last time. So skip 2. And what did we do? We did boop, boop, skip 2, and then shoodoop. Okay. And then same thing with boop, boop. And skip 2 and do out there. Yeah. Okay, so now we've got what's a more flared look, but probably we want to taper that up. So what if I just do 2 rows of it? What does that do? I don't know. Oh, we're not symmetrical. Okay, let's turn off mirroring because this is not helping me. Yeah, I dig it. I dig it. All right. So we've got kind of a bell shape coming up into the teeth. The teeth need to move up, I think, one level. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay. So now we've got our teeth, and our teeth are going to go all the way around here. So we've got this, and then that's going to be teeth. And this one's going to go that. Wider teeth. Got some more of the sort of circles like that, which I've erased, but we could pull up the other one. Let's see here. Let's extrude, destrude, remove, cut off. All right, so we've got that, and okay. Well, I want to curve. I want to match this curve a little bit more. So I think this one. We're going to, here's the idea, right? Is that like this needs to be a little bit steeper. So if I take this off, and then this off, and then that off, right, I get more of the bell shape. And doing it with this one kind of sucks because I'm going to lose my detailing, but that's okay. We're going to learn all kinds of things. Just kind of pyramid it a little bit to get this is what we're going for, is this bottom part here. And definitely we need the curving of this. So we got boop, 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 like that. Okay, then we got these big sticky outy teeth, which might be a problem, or we could even take them up. They do kind of appear to go up a level. That, and then maybe carve this. No, we can keep that. Okay. Like that. Something like that. That's teethy. Yeah. All right. All right. It is what it is. This part is, I believe, floating. It's hard to see. Okay, so we've got basically our circles here, and we could kind of just use these as reference points to build around. So the circles were actually, I believe, this color. So we'll do, and put you there. And then we'll take the darker of this one and surround you like that. Maybe just the one is enough. I do wish I'd mirrored that, but, or yeah, this one should be higher and the other one should be lower. Okay. Woo, wait. There's a shortcut to rotate with control. That's what's happening to me. It is terrifying. Okay, cool. Good to know. Okay, so I'm just gonna like erase everything by doing this. And then we're gonna say, okay, for one thing, one. Like that, I believe. That. 1, 2. Like that. I don't know. I've kind of lost control of my life on this shape. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, that's right. These go up one more. Okay. So we've got that, and I'm just going to skip the Deedle Boppies for now because I want to build the mask in front. And I think the easiest way to do it, at least for the mask part, I don't know, I kind of want to see them from another angle. Okay, so you've got like a mask, and I think I'm going to do that like fully 2D and then put it back onto a head, which is sort of a, I don't know what you call that. It's like a lozenge, I think. It's like a term for like a squashed capsule. I think it was lozenge. Anyway, oh my god, you make me happy every time I accidentally click on you, little thing. Okay, so we still need to, oops, to remove those. Maybe even is that how this goes? Okay. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. We're gonna have to get the texture right. We're not there. But what I want to do is I'm going to move you up and build out the rest of the shape here. So which way's the front? The teeth are the front. Okay, so the teeth are the front, and then we've got basically, I'm going to kind of fudge it a little bit. So it's technically a lozenge, but we're going to just move it up and then pyramid it in. So 1 and then 2 to be like boom, 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 boop, 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 and then one more level. And oops, don't schwump so hard. This can't be just schwumping all willy-nilly. Then doop, 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 doop. Okay. Here's my front. Okay, so we've got basically the idea here. We need the red circles and stuff. And yeah, actually I am going to do another one because it's pretty pointy. Pwomp. And then, okay, and then here are my, got 3 here. So 3, and then yeah, that'll do it. And then we'll just grab this orange for that because it matches that, and we'll do these, and then it'll be boop, 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 bam. Okay, killing it, killing it. So now we just need this mask. And so for the mask, what I was gonna do is make a work plane like that. Oh, Oh, because this isn't facing forward. All right. So, oh, because I rotated it. Okay. So we'll make this the work plane. And then what we're going to secretly do is we're going to take our guy, little construct, and move them way back so that when I do the work plane, I can do it right in front, basically, is what we're going to do. And then we're just going to take whatever the medium color and draw in a mask. Do wish I'd use mirroring on this. Right. I don't get a work plane if I'm removing voxel. I mean, I get it, but it's a little freaky. Okay, so we've got this, and we're gonna just give them the little. Okay, not symmetrical, but hilarious. Okay, so we fill this in and then we'll paint it the correct colors. Stop doing that. Yeah, art and talking is hard. But yeah, we're almost at the end. Are we almost at, oh my god, it's 2:00. We are at the end. Okay, wow. Again, perception of time and or aging stopped by being in the right brain. Okay, so to finish this off, we are going to make this part darker. Right, we need to see this, and then we're going to follow the shape. We're going to follow the shape really narrowly in the center. All right. Yeah, I get the work plane disappearing, but it's I'm feeling like somebody took my training wheels away. Okay, and then I'm going to fill in. Hopefully this just fills in that. Okay, beautiful. So we've got that in there, and then we need one level down. Paint around you. And then we're going to feather in some of the white here on the edge. This is not symmetrical. Okay. That's all right. It doesn't matter. We're speed running it at this point, so we just want a little of the gray to pull the teeth together. All right, that's feeling pretty good. And then this also needs some of the light to kind of. Okay. Something like that. And then we've got this glowing red eye. That's our final step. And I'm just going to grab the complementary color here because I love that that's there. And All right, there's my glow. Then I'm actually going to take let's just take this purple color and do the ring in there and then a gold in the center of that. Easy. This needs to be more saturated, I think. Boom. Okay. I think we succeeded. Okay. All right. So now we just need to put the mask on the thing. And we're going to do that by first moving this guy way forward. And then I'm moving this one back center. Like that. And then we're going to just move the mask onto him. Like that. Boom. That's my construct head. We did it. We did it, ladies and gentlemen. 204 construct head achieved. Tune in on probably Wednesday, same time, and we'll be putting this in the game to fight and things. All right. I do want to, I could futz for day. Just one. Just a little. I think that these need to be double thickness. There's like more impressive. Gonna make me crazy. Okay. Come on, we can do this. We're gonna put it in the combat game. We're gonna do combat with them. It's gonna be great. Yeah, I think that's better. Right, like a little more thickness, and then this one wants to be like it's got the hook back into the inside, which is adorable. So let's give it that. Like that, and maybe take that one off. Yeah. All right. Anyway. I can do this all day. Thank you, Summer, for hanging out. Thank you, RJ Gaming, for showing up, and Bryce, K-Pop Sim, DMM. Who else did we see? Thank you, everybody, for chilling with us, and Punkarella, obviously, for this lovely stream. And I will probably see you again this Wednesday if something cooler isn't happening. Something will be happening this Wednesday, and if it isn't cooler than what I've described, it will be me putting this little guy into a game so that we can do honorable combat. And that is the plan. Thank you all very much. And I actually have I actually didn't make the end screen, did I? And